Can you tell me a bit more about Token?
Yeah, Token, we provide software for open banking, but unlike most people in this industry that are focused on data, we're primarily focused on payments. So we believe the massive change that's going to come from open banking is going to come in the area of payments, and it's going to drive a fundamental shift from credit card payments to bank-based payments. So Token exists to power that shift from cards to bank payments. So we've connected to 3,000 banks across all of Europe and make it really easy for merchants to implement and start accepting payments by bank instead of credit cards.
That's absolutely incredible. I mean, what is the ultimate effective end game for consumers around the world when this finally becomes a reality?
Well, it's going to start with merchants because the cost savings are so compelling. But it is going to be better for businesses or merchants. It's going to be better for banks, and it's going to be ultimately better for consumers as well. But the reason it's better for merchants is the cost savings versus card is incredible. So they're paying between 80 and 120 basis points for debit, credit, commercial cards, and all the way up to PayPal and Apple Pay. They're probably paying 350 basis points. So the cost savings alone is going to make the merchants lead with in this transformation. Banks don't have to be the victims. So unlike data that can be taken by an aggregator like Plaid or Tink or TrueLayer, payments have a cost to the banks, and the banks are giving those away for free. But they don't have to be the victim. They could actually get out on the forefront and bring new bank-based payment propositions themselves to market and generate revenue, and we help banks do that. But on consumers, so what's in it for consumers is immediately I'm going to get better visibility and control over my finances. But on the payment side, I believe that the user experience of a bank payment is going to become better than that of a card payment because we've got things like trusted beneficiary. And with Token, we can do variable recurring payments. And with the friction that's now been inserted on card payments, I believe that ultimately consumers are going to use this because it's a better experience, and they could get cheaper benefits. There'll be cheaper credit rather than what I'm paying to my credit card company for the use of their money.
That's absolutely brilliant. So effectively, the increased security that's come about from the card and debit payments has effectively opened up this whole new avenue for quicker, more seamless payments.
Yeah, if you look at 3D Secure, under the new regulations, it's being estimated it's going to happen on 40% of all e-commerce transactions. So that means it's two things. It's going to drive the experience that's going to be better on mobile devices, so it's going to drive a lot of traffic to mobile commerce instead of e-commerce. And I think it's going to make a credit card experience worse for all of us. And so, like I said, on bank payments, especially Token, how we partner with banks, we could hold a long-lived consent and make that authentication better than what we're going to be experiencing on 3D Secure.
Amazing. And what is it in for the institutions to use Token to really help out this payment process?
Well, again, as I mentioned, what's in it for the merchants or those that accept payments is cheaper payments. What's in it for the existing payments infrastructure providers is to not be disintermediated. So I do believe that we're going to see a big shift in traffic from card payments to bank payments. Those in the current bank payment flow, card payment flows are going to have to play in this new game. So payment service providers, acquirers, gateways, even the card networks are getting into this game. So Token powers part of the connectivity layer for MasterCard. MasterCard has an open banking proposition itself. We are powering IATA's pilot for IATA Pay for the airlines in the United Kingdom. And then, as I said, banks as well. So banks are realizing that think about their cash management divisions. They're in the business of providing liquidity solutions for their customers, which includes lending, but it also includes better payments, better ways to pay and be paid and to collect. And this gives them the opportunity to offer a new payments offering that lets them generate new revenue streams, that has all the controls, better security of a card payment, but the economics of a bank payment.
Incredible. And lastly, we're here at the Paris Fintech Forum. What does it mean for you? What does it mean for Token? And what are you excited about seeing over the coming days?
It's wonderful to be here in the second best city in the world.
After London.
Exactly. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but no, it's fantastic. It's just been back-to-back meetings with everything from potential investors to potential partners to customers. Looking forward tomorrow as well. And there seems to be a real palpable excitement around this open banking space because of Plaid's acquisition by Visa, Ting's valuation of $325 million, but a realization that that's all just on the data side. And there's a general acknowledgement that there's going to be huge value creation on the payment side. But it's a little later behind data because, like I said, there's a real cost to banks for servicing these, and the bank's APIs for payments have been less stable. So I'd say 2020 for me is the year of open payments, where bank-based payments become the reality.
Excellent. Well, as a consumer, that sounds absolutely brilliant. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers.